can I stop this? Can I change this? I could do this. Once you know better, you got to almost do better. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I refuse to ignore it. I refuse to see it an opportunity that I had to change things and act like it didn't exist. And I think that was the thing for me that was like, nah, I gotta, if that's my purpose, if that's my path, is to just see it and I can see the pieces, and if I can just continue to do this, or if I stay down the pathway on that, and I might be able to make a big difference in my nephew's life or my future children's, my future grandchildren's life, I got to do that. Because there's been so many people that it wasn't the perfect storm for them to have that opportunity. It wasn't the right time in the world. Technology wasn't there. The resources, the right social conversations are being had for us to have these platforms and speak and be successful the way we are. You know, you gotta do it. And I think that was a big part of it, understanding my own mortality, and understanding, that, life isn't a forever thing. And I think that happens when you get older too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just turned 37. And it's like, wow, I vividly remember, 15. I vividly remember 21. I vividly remember 25, 30, and I used to look at 35, 37 like ancient, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh man, we're here. And it's like, you got to do what you got to do while you're here and make an impact. You got to fulfill yourself, whatever that may be, And I think so. Yeah. So that moment for me where it was like, okay, I can do this. I can. Maybe a couple of years ago, I think it was like right as I was stepping into directing Creed 3, and the weight of that, and being the captain of the ship the first time, being captain of the ship in I've made movies before. I've done that. I know what that's like, but I've never ever been the director. The captain of the ship, and I think that responsibility, that pressure, that I'm not a dad, but everybody's looking to you for the answer, for the solve, for the leadership, and I think that really thrust me into a mindset of leadership that I'd never quite had the opportunity to do before.